This video is on vertical and adjacent angles. Vertical angles are opposite each other. So angle A and angle C are vertical. That means they equal each other. Angle B and angle D are vertical. And I measured these angles before you got in here. The measure of angle A is 50. And we know this straight angle right here has to equal 180. So the measure of angle B is 130. And remember, these are vertical, but they're also equal. So that means angle C is 50 and angle D is 130. So measure angle A is 50, B is 130, D is 130, and C is 50. All right. What do you notice about the angle measures? That angle A and angle C are equal or the same, and angle B and angle D are the same or equal. All right. What do you notice about the sum of all four angles? It's like a circle. If you went all the way around, all four angles equal 360. And then half of 360 is 180, which gives you that supplementary angle. All right. Two types of special angles are formed when two lines intersect. Use the picture above and table to help you define and describe these types of angle pairs. Vertical angles are a pair of opposite angles formed by intersecting lines and are congruent, means they're equal. That means they're equal. Adjacent lines are two angles that share a common side and a common vertex. If the two angles form a straight line, they are supplementary and have a sum of 180 degrees. So our vertical angles we've already set up here are angle A and angle C and angle B and angle D. They're vertical. These two are vertical and these two are vertical. So adjacent angles, if we look at it, A and B are adjacent and they share this one side. So that's angle A and angle B. And then we could also say B and C are adjacent and they share this side. There's several of these. And then we could say C and D, and they share this one. And then D and A, and they share that one. So let's do that. Angle C and angle D, and angle D and angle A are vertical. Adjacent. And they all share this vertex, this point right here in the middle. All right. Use what you know about intersecting lines to label the missing angles in the picture above. This X right here, so they're vertical. So that type of angle is vertical. What do we say up above that vertical angles were? They're equal. So this one is also 148 degrees. All right. These two right here with X, and they share this side right here, are adjacent. These two angles have to equal 180. So that's 35 plus X equals 180. And that angle right there is 145 degrees. Back side here. All right, use your understanding of angle relationships to set up and solve an equation to find the missing angle measures. So all of this together, by this right here, equals 117. So that's 94 plus X equals 117. And if we subtract 94, you also can do this in the calculator. It cancels out. The value of x here is 23 degrees. And the angle measures are 94 degrees and 23 degrees. All right, these two added together are going to equal this whole angle, which is 141. So we've got 2x plus x equals 141. That's 3x equals 141 divided by 3. That cancels out. X equals 47 degrees. So our angle measures are 47. And then x is 47, so 2 times 47, and that gives me 94 degrees. All right, these are vertical. So we would set our equal. So we would say 3x equals 20 divided by 3. X equals 6.7, cancels out. So we've got a 20 for one of the angles, and then 3 times 6.7 is 30. That's your two angles there. Some that hits me. I don't agree with that. Let me see. Work. So if I said 3 times 6.7, it's 20, not 30. That's 20. Yep. Okay. Angle relationships allow us to determine any unknown angle measure. Angles, all angles around a point or vertex will always have a sum of 360. That means like all the way around this right here would be 360. Determine the missing angle measures. Okay, so if this is 60 and this is 40, and that's 100, we know that this straight one is got to be 80 because they equal 180. These are vertical, so this one has to equal 180. And this one, if that's 80, then this one is 100. So the equation to find what that would be x plus 100 equals 180, and then x equals 80. Looking for the measure of k. So k equals 80 degrees. And if we're looking for m, the equation is going to be x plus 80 equals 180, and that measures 100 degrees. Okay, we know that that's 90, and we're looking for the measure of g. So that's going to be 32 plus 90 plus x equals 180. And that's going to be 112 plus x equals 180 minus 112. And then x is going to equal 58. $80 minus 112 is 68, not 58. Okay, so the measure of g is 68 degrees. All right, to find the measure of j would be x plus 68 equals 180. And if we subtract 68, we get 112. 112 degrees. And the last one, we've got, these two are vertical, so I know that's 112. These two are vertical, and I know that's 29. So we're looking for the measure of z. So that's this side. So we've got x plus 29 plus 112 equals 180. If you do that in the calculator, you're going to get 39. So the measure of z is 39. That makes the measure of x 39. So the measure of w is 112. The measure of x is 39. And the measure of y is 29. And all those three together should equal 180 degrees. 18, 19, 20. There are my 2, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 180. And they do.